Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel Meta Here. I know it has been a long time, and yeah, before anything and any explanation, today's idea is what if Naruto was the personification of rage. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Timothy Corner for suggesting this idea, as well as it is kind of a mixture of his and my own idea, so yeah, shout out to him. Anyways, moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. As for those who don't know what I mean by both, I have a channel before this channel that was Apollo Uchiha. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances, it got hacked, and now that I've recovered it and it's up and running, I have been uploading there as well. I will put a link in the description if you haven't checked it out. Please do so. There are tons of Naruto stories, series, movies, short movies, stories there that you can check out. As for yeah, here I will be making a lot of movies, short movies from now on, as well as stories, because now I have made a proper resolution that I will be uploading on both of my channels. As for why I wasn't able to do so, well, long story short, we were building a house since the beginning of this year after getting a contractor, and yeah, it has been a hectic work since my father couldn't take a day off from his job. So yeah, it was up to me and my brother, who are now legal adults, to watch over the whole process and provide if any needed material was needed. So it took like 6 months, a long process for it to be done. It hasn't been done yet completely, but it is going to be soon, and within a few weeks we'll be moving there. And after that, I will be completely loyal to you guys, as well as, regular. I promise. Here's hoping I will be able to upload a lot of stories in the meanwhile until that is done. So yeah, I hope you guys will be able to forgive me, and yeah. Anyways, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins 5 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato at night time. As they go towards the said village to see that, tonight was October 10th, the 5th year anniversary of the Kyuubi attack. 5 years ago tonight, a catastrophe happened. The Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju known to the whole elemental nation, descended upon them and took away their loved ones, family members, friends, and most of all, their leader, their beloved fourth Hokage, Minato no Mikaze. As now we see, 5 years later, the people were still bittersweet and angry and enraged, filled with fury regarding the Biju, because they knew they couldn't do anything. But a news was leaked 2 years prior, 3 years after the Kyuubi attack, that the Jinchuriki was amongst them, and he was a 3-year-old kid named Naruto Uzumaki. He was kicked out of the orphanage soon after that, and was soon after began to targeted by the people. Tonight, like any other night, he was being targeted, as now we see 5-year-old Naruto running away from the people, as he unfortunately took a wrong turn and ended up in a blocked up alley. As Naruto was panting heavily, as his heart rate rose and fear grew, because he knew the people were approaching and fast. He knew he needed to find a way to get out of there and fast, but he couldn't, as he looked left and right, but not to no avail, because there was nothing he could do. "Please, don't do this, I beg of you," said Naruto, as Naruto was crying in tears now, as the people then stood there with stone cold faces, rage and fury blinding, emitting in their eyes. As the leader said, "Did you stop 5 years ago when you took away our loved ones? Did you stop when you took away our Hokage, our family members, our friends?" As Naruto flinched, "I don't know what you're saying." He doesn't know what he's saying. "Grab him." "What?" "I said grab him. Tonight we put an end to him." "Listen, we don't have to." As the man then grabbed onto his compliance, "Are you gonna do what I say or not? Everyone here is gonna blame on you what happens next." I will." As Naruto was grabbed, as then Naruto's hands were impaled with kunais, as the man then appeared in front of him, as he brought out a kunai that seemed rusted. This was the kunai that my friend was stabbed in, all thanks to you. "What do you mean by that?" said Naruto in agony. He was trying his best to suppress the pain, but he couldn't, as the man stabbed the kunai in Naruto's chest, as Naruto screamed in agony, and then he went limp. "It is done. Burn him." "What?" "I said burn him. Burn his body. Burn it to ashes." As Naruto's body was lit into fire, as he was burned, to crisp. As now we see, it wasn't until the next morning when Hiruzen discovered what has happened, because the council had orchestrated this. They planned this. They have kept him locked in, working. And now, he and those who cared about Naruto knew what has happened. Oh no. These people. I cannot believe this. They have done this again, said Hiruzen. As now we see, Kakashi and the others also saw it. As Naruto's funeral was being planned in front of the others, but they took him somewhere safe, to a lab, where we see now they placed Naruto's burnt remaining corpse on top of a table. Now let's just leave and wait. As suddenly we see a summoning seal activated on top of Naruto as Shinigami was summoned and placed Naruto's soul back into his body as his body began to grow back. As that is when Yami appeared, taking away his negative thoughts and pain away and memory of what has happened, turning it into that Naruto was being chased but he escaped once more. As now we see, Naruto got up with a gasp as he began to pant heavily, but then felt a hand as he flinched. It's alright, Naruto, my boy. It's me. Chidi. I had a nightmare. The people, they... It's alright, Naruto. We were there in a nick of time. You were saved. As now we see, he looked towards Kakashi and nodded. Take him back home, Kakashi, and make sure nothing happens to him this time. Yes. As now we see, Naruto was taken by Kakashi as Hiruzen appeared back inside his Hokage office as he sighed. Poor soul. Being tormented by the people wasn't enough. But Kamiyami and Shinigami, even they won't allow him to rest. What kind of predicament did you put your son in, Minato? Poor soul is being tormented left and right. As now we see, Hiruzen could remember vividly when Naruto was discovered 2 years ago that he was the Jinchuriki. He was hunted down and killed. But when they were bringing him to be buried, something happened. A matrix appeared as from within Shinigami, Kami, and Yami appeared, and they brought back Naruto to life, leaving those who were there speechless. As Naruto soon after that got up and thought that it was all a nightmare, as he wasn't taking this rash towards Naruto and comforted him. And soon after that we see he was vowed that he would not allow anything like this for Naruto to happen, thinking that it was a miracle of Kami that brought back Naruto. But how wrong he was. It was a curse placed on the boy in his eyes. A curse and a blessing. Blessing he couldn't die or could be killed, but a curse that he was brought back each and every time, like he has been doing for the past 2 years. I can't bear it anymore. It is a much cruel fate than anyone else out there. As Hiruzen wiped away his tear. Damn it all! How can I prevent this? If I reveal that he is your son, these people won't care less. They would just go after him. What should I do? There's only one choice that I have left. As now we see, Hiruzen sat down and began to write a letter to him, to his godfather, Jiraiya. All the while Naruto was trying his best to recover, we see that Kakashi arrived. For how long, Hiruzen-sama? I'm sorry, what? For how long would you allow this to happen? I'm afraid someday, what if his powers doesn't work? What if this curse doesn't work? And Naruto really ends up dead. He has been going through literal hell in the past 2 years since he has been discovered as the Jinchuriki. Please, I beg of you. Either end this curse or just save him altogether and put him somewhere else. You know I can't do that, Kakashi. Him going out of this village is out of question. Jiraiya and Danzo and the others, they would ask me questions. And Danzo, I can't handle him. You know his root is active. He would send out his shinobis left and right until he hunts down Naruto. What do you think will happen then? Then allow me to train him. I can't. I have contacted Jiraiya and explained everything what has happened to him. He is returning back, and hopefully with some answers. As now we see on the other side, once Jiraiya received the letter, a few days later, he crunched it down in a fist and slammed his fist into the nearby wall. Damn it all. Those bastards. I have to get some answers. As now we see, Jiraiya appeared at Mount Miyamoku, the only place he thought that he could find any sorts of answers to his questions. As he was met with Pa and Ma. Jiraiya boy, what are you doing here? I need some answers, Pa. Regarding some abnormal thing that is going on in the village with a person of ours. Who? Minato's son, Naruto. What is going on? Whenever he dies? Dies? How old is he? 5. 5-year-old? How does he die? He's being hunted by the people. Hunted? Jiraiya, why would they hunt their own beloved Kage's son? I thought they loved Minato. They think that he is the Jinchuriki. No, they know he's the Jinchuriki, but they think he is the demon that is sealed within him by his own father. And the poor soul has to pay price again and again, because for some reason, whenever he is perished, Kamiyami and Shinigami appear through a seal and restore him back. Resets him. And he has to experience the pain all over again. But why would Kamiyami and Shinigami, who rule over our universe, would do that? Said Ma. Oh no. What is it, Pa? Seems like you know something. Ma, it's that prophecy. The one we gave Jiraiya? Yeah, I know about that, Pa. Said Jiraiya. No, Jiraiya boy. The prophecy that we feared. The chosen one from Kamiyami and Shinigami. Slowly he will go and turn mad. And go berserk. And once he does that, nothing in his path will slow down. And we all, summoning clans, will have to submit to him. Because he will be the true summoner. Chosen one of Kamiyami and Shinigami. Their rage personified. That is why they're bringing him back again and again, so he goes insane and berserk. All of the Bijus will bow down to him. Pa, it cannot be. How can I have forgotten? We thought that the prophecy was changed once Kamamaru had the new prophecy. No, it was supposed to be changed, but someone altered the prophecy, enraging Kamiyami and Shinigami for the last time, and their rage will be personified soon. And you know the worst part is, Jiraiya? What? Kamiyami and Shinigami, he can summon them as well. And once he does that, they will obey his command and do what he wishes and commands to us. If we don't listen. As Jiraiya fell straight to the ground on his ass after he heard these words. You have to go back there, Jiraiya boy. Before things go south. You have to protect the boy. Take him away somewhere safe. We can still change the prophecy. As now we see, Jiraiya dashed as fast as he could out of the Mount Miyamoku and he first summoned himself back to Konoha. But as soon as he arrived, he heard a grave news. The village was in shambles. And the QB was present, destroying the village. What happened? The demon let the beast out. It has caused destruction and havoc everywhere. You idiots! You shouldn't have done that. Naruto, I have to find him. As Jiraiya dashed away, leaving the person to die on his own because of his own mistakes. As now we see him arriving towards the Hokage office where Hiruzen was passed out, being knocked out cold. As Jiraiya woke him up. Sensei, wake up! Jiraiya, you're here. Good. We have to stop the Biju. But something is off. It's enraged, but it's like it's being manipulated again, like Minato said. Naruto, I found a great prophecy about that. Where is he? Naruto has escaped. We don't know where he is. As after that we see Biju charged the Biju Dama, destroying the village. And after 5 years alone, the QB finished what it started. And this time around, there was no Minato Namikaze to stop the Biju. All because of the arrogance of people. Some people were left alive because they were sent to the shelter that they had built after the first attack. And that shelter was able to preserve a lot of people. Most of them were dead. All of the village was destroyed. But the Biju, after the destruction, did left. As now we see, after that in the shelter, where the council was gathered, Hiruzen was seated. As Jiraiya then said, I have grave news, Sensei. What is it? That prophecy has changed. Turns out Naruto is the rage personification of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. And they are mad at us. They have given him the ability to control each and every Biju, summoning clan as well as themselves. That is how much enraged they are, and how much Naruto will be strong if we allow him to continue. So we kill the brat. Have you seen what happened? We tried, and look what it did. Finished what the Cubist started. Finished what the Cubist started. It's all because of you idiots, said Hiruzen as he got up enraged. I warned you. I warned each and every one of you. But you assholes didn't listen. You thought you knew better. So much for that. Where did you get that, huh? Where did that get us? Look, we're stuck here in shelter. The village is destroyed. Everyone was silent because Hiruzen has slashed out on them. Hiruzen, we thought we were doing the best for the village? Or for yourself, Danzo? Because we all know that you wanted to be the one who took the position as the Hokage, and you needed the Jinchuriki at your feet like a tag dog for that to happen. As Danzo remained quiet after that, I know your plan, Danzo. And you best believe if something happens to Naruto, happens. Have you seen what he did to the village? He's an enemy. He wasn't supposed to be like that, yelled out Hiruzen. He was Minato and Kushina's son, goddammit. Minato's dying wish was to see his son as a hero by all of you. And what you would all do? Begin to hunt down his son as soon as you knew who he was. So much brave you are. You wanted to fight the Biju ended. Why didn't you fight then? Why did you fight now when the Biju was free? You fought a 5-year-old kid because that is how much spineless you are. So much for the wheel of fire you possess, yelled out Hiruzen. You know what, Danzo? Here, take it. As Hiruzen slapped the hat on top of Danzo's face. You be the Hokage of these spineless bastards. I'm done. Let's go, Jiraiya. As now I see, Danzo picked up the hat because he knew Hiruzen just resigned. More like threw the resignation letter on their face like a slap. As Danzo then said, Jiraiya, where do you think you're going? I resign as well. You can't do that. I just did. Those who meant to stop us? I will remind you all I am a sage and will be able to take care of you all. I'm done as well, said Kakashi. We all paid the mistakes for our crimes. Nothing more, nothing less. But Kakashi, the demon was sealed inside a kid. Does a scroll becomes a kunai for you all idiots once the scroll possesses the kunai within the seal matrix of it? No. You were thinking that the scroll was the kunai all this time, and once the kunai was visible to you, it cutted you deep, didn't it? Hiruzen-sama is right. You're nothing more than spineless bastards who can't even get one thing right. As after that we see on the other side Naruto has gone completely cold, as he was surrounded by voices of those who were in pain, those who were wronged in the past, in the future, in the present. He could hear them all. As Naruto then made a new hand seal and slammed his both fists into the ground. Max summoning seal, summoning clans, as the Dog Clan, Snake Clan, Phoenix Clan, Dragon Clan, Toad Clan, each and every one of the summoning clans that Elemental Nation possessed were summoned alongside their leaders. We all have been waiting for you, true summoner, chosen one of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. As the three goddesses appear besides, it is time for this whole world to suffer. But before that, Kami made a snap of her finger as Naruto turned from 5-year-old to 18-year-old adult version of himself. His strength increased 100-fold more, as that is when Naruto said, first we need Bijus. But without killing the Jinchurikis, those poor souls have suffered enough. As Naruto rescued Fu first, and after seeing her condition, he destroyed Takigakure, leaving not a single ounce of people alive. And Fu immediately joined in because of her suffering and how Naruto has suffered. As the Seven Tails rushed to his side, one by one, each and every Biju and Jinchuriki like Gaara, who has been tormented by their village, was saved. Even those who were treated well were torn apart from their Jinchurikis. leaving their Jinchurikis alive and less powerful than before. Now that Naruto had every power he needed, he was waiting for the others to make the first move, because he knew they won't sit still after knowing that there was a bigger power in play here. "We need you all to work together," said the daimyos, "and take down this monster known as Naruto Uzumaki. It possesses each and every one of the bijus, and we want them back. They're the property of ours. With all due respect, allow us to deal with this." As each and every Kage, Danzo, A, Mei, Terumi, Rasa, and in the end, none other than Oniki, went down all the way to find Naruto, and once they did, a war awaited them. As Naruto then said, "You think I could only summon these clans? No, I have a surprise from you since I can summon Shinigami. Shinigami! Yes, my lord. Summon all the dead who want revenge against these people." As all of the Uzumaki clan, Senju clan, Uchiha clan was revived alongside Hashirama, Madara, and legends among such. As Naruto turned towards them, "You have your army, I have mine. Let's see who can take out who. Attack!" yelled out Naruto. As Naruto stood there, watching as all of the armies then went down and fought, the shinobi world was shaken and torn apart by this new power, who immediately eradicated all of their 20,000 shinobis and konoichis immediately. Most of them rushed and dashed away. Even the Kages were captured and killed. Naruto didn't stop there. He wanted revenge, and he knew Konoha's people were alive. So he went to Konoha, brought back to life to none other than his own parents, his own right and left hand. And alongside them, a massacre was ensued. Naruto began to wipe out the population, beginning from Konoha, all the way from Takigakure, Amegakure, and then in the end even Orochimaru and the others were not safe, like Akatsuki. Everyone was wiped out clean, until no one remained in Naruto's path. As now we see, Naruto was given immortality by Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, and was made the king. But Naruto didn't stop there. He wanted more. So he began to use the time and space itself, began to see the different realities in which he was mistreated. And unfortunately for Konoha and the elemental nations, the time-space was filled with them. One by one he began to conquer and restore all of them, making his own Naruto army and the army of the Bijus, increasing them one after the other. And in the end, he became a intergalactic threat as well as time-space level threat. No matter who stood in his way, couldn't stop it anymore. All because Kami, Yami, and Shinigami got so enraged and fed up with the people that they personified their rage, and their rage continued to grow until it consumed the other variants of their own rage into his own, and continued to grow even more stronger and powerful. As now we see Naruto sitting on his intergalactic throne, made out of multiverse, watching over all the timelines that he has gained control over, while the other Kages were at his feet. Only those, Hiruzen and the others who were kind to him, were safe and were allowed to live. Those who were innocent, those who had been wronged, were allowed to live, while those who were drowned in their own power, drunk in it, were ripped out of them and were made to face the new reality, the new hierarchy in power. Him. And they, for feeling shivers run down their spines whenever they meet this Adonis of a god. And as for his summoning contracts, they continue to keep on increasing. His summoning army, toads, dragons, phoenixes, no matter which clan it was, everyone bowed down to him. Even Kami, Yami, and Shinigami did. To the personification of rage itself. And in the end, Naruto became the all-imperial god of rage in itself. The god of rage, vengeance, and bloodshed. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. As this is it for the day. Peace.